for Windstorm. In goes Military Ruler. Bad Wolf completing the line. They're almost set. So they're ready as Bad Wolf goes in. Fills at stall. Gates go back. They're racing. Windstorm is back there second last as they come up for some air early on, where Nelson's Flight was the first to leave from Military Ruler and also Turbo Power. War God is going to quickly push his way through between horses. Bad Wolf outside of him, followed by Windstorm Firemaker, and dropping out last of all is Mad Brad as they amble along towards the 950. Leaving the back straight, Nelson's Flight led the way from Military Ruler, getting within a length of him up second. 3/4 of a length away on the inside, Turbo Power with 800 left to run. Bad Wolf out there wide as on the move, sliding around the outside of War God. Firemaker down on the inside of the raging favourite Windstorm. The 3-year-old patiently handled back there, just following Bad Wolf to the home corner. 3 wide. Last of all on his back is Mad Brad. Nelson's Flight in a compact field led them at the 400 mark, straightening for home by 3/4 Military Ruler. Bad Wolf on the outside is next of all, being followed by Turbo Power. Cutting up on the inside as Pike now goes to work on the 3-year-old, and here's the son of Reduce Choice, Windstorm, quickly out after Military Ruler. Military Ruler, Windstorm quickly race away from the others with 100 left to go. Windstorm is opening right up now. He's going to clean the pipes out, pushing him right through the line, Windstorm, and the 3-year-old goes home to win it easily. Windstorm from Military Ruler, Turbo Power, Mad Brad wider out with Firemaker, Bad Wolf, followed by War God, and Nelson's Flight drops out to be amongst the last home. Windstorm, no surprises there. Pike pushing this 3-year-old through the last 100 of the race, just making him sure that he was going to hit the line and attack it with some reasonable intent. And Windstorm makes it victory 4 out of 5 runs. For Grant and Alana Williams, continues this very, very productive week for William Pike and Peters Investments. Windstorm saluting easily, as it turns out, from Military Ruler, Mitchell Pateman. Turbo Power ridden by Steve Parham. And it was tight there. Bad Wolf kicked again in the middle, and on the outside was Mad Brad. So we'll leave that one to the judge. Bad Wolf got the nod in actual fact from Mad Brad and War God. Windstorm by Reduce Choice out of the Metal Storm there. Storm Alert proving far too good, however, and has won officially by 2.5 lengths. He still hasn't really had to turn the persuader. He's just continuing to educate him through the process at the moment, Pike, but made him do enough to ensure that he was going to lengthen out over that last 150 and really go to the line, and all part of the process of turning him in to a top-class performer. 2 lengths second and third. Now the time for the race was 1:19.52, and they did dash home 34.63 in a race where there wasn't tremendous pace on, with Nelson's Flight leading at a controlled tempo. The next on the card, the third, is the Tab Touch West Speed Platinum Handicap over the 1,400 metres. 13, Wild Galar is out. Number 13, the bottom weight, out of the next on the card. Well, he's certainly got the tag of being a budding star. There's no question about that. He carries great expectation. W. Pike brings him back into the yard as we head down to Brittany Taylor.
Thank you very much, Darren. And I have owner Bob Peters with me over the fence, but it's great to be able to have a chance to catch up with Bob because we haven't been able to do that, but today the gate's open. Firstly, Bob, how have you handled isolation and having to watch your horses from afar? Because we know you do like to be able to see them on race day.
No, it's been quite good. We've spent nearly 2 months at the farm, and that was good. That's the longest we've ever stayed there in one stint. So it's nice to be back here, and it was a bit of a break while we were away.
Have there been silver linings? We've seen some beautiful shots of you being able to spend time with your great-grandson. Has it been nice to sort of spend some extra time with the family?
Yes, it's made a bit of a difference, but it's also nice to be back here.
And it must be nice when you have a horse like Windstorm. How did you view his victory today?
No, that was good. I said to William before he went out, don't get him to make sure he goes to the line. If he is as good as we think, you still have to teach them to get to the line, and he did that well, and he seems to be handling his progression so far very well.
In the early stages of the race, were you concerned about what looked to be a very slow tempo?
Oh, yes, because that was the only time he's been beaten, when they ran, well, somebody said 8 lengths slower than normal at the first 600 and then came home 9 lengths faster than normal. I think that run when he got beaten was his best performance, because it was on a heavy track, and he ran the last 600 in 33.45, which doesn't really happen very often.
Speaking of runs with plenty of merit, we see Bright Diamond go around later. Last week, beaten into second. What are your thoughts today?
It'll be interesting to see how she goes over this bit extra distance. I was quite pleased with the last 20 or 30 metres last start, and that showed us that she's probably ready for this, so we'll see how she goes.
Hopefully we're speaking soon. Well done on this one.
Thank you.
Bob Peters back at the races, and he has a very, very nice team in today, and he kick-starts the day with Windstorm taking out the Ascend Sales Trophies handicap.